Hello and welcome back for another Speedy read. Yes, it's that time where I've got a few minutes free and I'm going to read a picture book. So if you're here, I'm hoping it's the same deal for you because today I've got a brand new one. I've never read it before, maybe you have. If you haven't, I hope you enjoy it because it is called The Giant Carrot and it's by, or it says planted by Allan Manham and it was grown by Dann. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I like it a lot, a bit different. So, I'm going to stop all my chit-chat and we can begin the story of the giant carrot. Alright, ready, steady? Let's have a speedy read. Okay. Jack was an excellent gardener. Every morning he got on his bicycle and went to see how his vegetables were growing. There, that must be Jack on his bike. And we've got beans, cauliflowers, all sorts of things. Jack grew more vegetables than all the other gardeners, and his were always the biggest and the best. Every day Jack dug and dug and raked and raked and watered, and every day his vegetables grew and grew. Look at that, he's got a fine selection. Sunflowers, tomatoes, carrots there as well. Jack was particularly proud of his carrots. One day he was just in the mood for a bowl of carrot soup. So, bending down, he tugged at the top of the biggest carrot. But it wouldn't budge. So he pulled and he pulled, but still the carrot wouldn't budge. Jack called to Bertha to give him a hand, and they pulled and they pulled. Do you think they pulled it up? Do you think they managed? But still, the carrot wouldn't budge. Betty and Bob, they came to help. Bob and Betty and Bertha and Jack all pulled on the carrot. They pulled and they pulled, but still the carrot wouldn't budge. Then Jake joined in, and Phoebe too. Right, the cats and dogs are getting involved. Phoebe, Jake, Bob and Betty, Bertha and Jack all pulled at the carrot. They pulled and they pulled, but still the carrot wouldn't budge. Charlie decided to have a go, and Henry came too. A mouse and a cockerel. Charlie, Henry, Phoebe and Jake, Bob, Betty, Bertha and Jack, they all pulled and they pulled, but that carrot was stuck. All the pulling and pulling was starting to stir up dust, and the dust began to tickle Jack's nose. Oh, shoo! And with that, the giant carrot shot right out of the ground and they all fell backwards in a giant heap. Look at that. And underneath it all is this humongous giant carrot. Goodness gracious me. Jack was very pleased. The carrot was so big he was able to make hot soup for... well, look, they've sawn it up. It's all ready to go. The pots and pans are here. Who are they going to make soup for? Everyone. Everyone's enjoying soup. Yeah. Even that little tiny mouse there. Oh, that's lovely. And that is the end of that little picture book. What a lovely speedy read, eh? The giant carrots. Oh, and that reminds me of another picture book. Have you ever heard of giant turnip? Well, it's kind of similar, on a similar theme, but obviously a very, very different vegetable. So, that's me done. I've got to head out of here. I'm checking out of town, but I'll see you soon next time for a completely different non-vegetable based speedy read. Alright, until then, you go easy. We'll see you soon. Bye!